To say that the New York Giants have gotten off to a slow start in each season.
We're sitting at 2-6. I want to be positive first here.
Against Missouri.
Okay, little homecoming. You're not going there to get beat.
No, we're going there to whoop some tail.
Who was on your team on that BCS national?
It was Tim Tebow.
When's the 30 for 30 on that team?
Oh, it's coming out.
Is it
it's
really?
It's coming out. Yeah. They're doing it. They've been working on it all this summer.
Zappy. Oh, big foul touchdown. My God.
Everything that he practiced what he preached. So I've always been a big Tim Tebow fan because I'm like, I would rush having like the way people would come.
The 11th play of the drive. Throw to the end zone. Touchdown Broncos. Sideline. Look at the whole side.
You get a chance for an epic moment. I mean,
in 10, John Foxhofer challenges the ruling of a catch on the field, and this was a quality.
Are you kidding me? It's a Minneapolis.
In the NFL, 1 second can turn heroes into legends. Or rip a championship dream to shreds. They thought the game was over. The clock showed seconds. The crowd had given up, and the other team was already celebrating. But in the NFL, nothing is over until the final whistle. From miracle touchdowns to mind-blowing interceptions,
Mahomes flings it. It's there! Hardman! Jackpot! Kansas City!
these last-second plays didn't just win games, they changed legacies, broke hearts, and rewrote history. These are the moments that left millions speechless, and some coaches jobless. Buckle up, because what you're about to see proves that 1 second can last forever in football. In football, chaos doesn't wait for permission. It crashes in with seconds left and rewrites everything. NFL games are won with strategy, but legacies, they're forged in chaos, panic, and one final desperate play.
Back the other way, and he almost falls down, and then he gets it off and it is caught at the 33.
Have you ever seen a single throw collapse a dynasty and crown an unexpected hero? Do you remember the kind of touchdown that didn't just win the game, but silenced an entire stadium in one breathless moment? In this video, we're reliving 7 of the most jaw-dropping last-second touchdowns in NFL history. These weren't lucky plays. These were calculated miracles, moments that shook the league and left a permanent scar on football history. And stick around, because one of these plays was so controversial, it forced the NFL to rewrite the game's rules. Number 7, the Minneapolis Miracle, 2018, Vikings vs. Saints, NFC Divisional Round. What happens when a team's entire season hangs on a single throw and the defender misjudges history? It was January 14th, 2018. The Vikings were down 24-23. With just 10 seconds left on the clock. Case Keenum took the snap on 3rd and 10. Stephon Diggs ran a deep out. The Saints only needed a tackle to advance. But Marcus Williams, the rookie safety, went low, early, and missed everything. Diggs stayed on his feet, spun upfield, and sprinted 61 yards into the end zone as time expired.
Make a play. And even if he catches it, you tackle him in bounds, the game is over.
That moment wasn't just a win, it was a cultural shockwave. Minnesota fans erupted into hysteria, while New Orleans stood paralyzed. This was the first walk-off touchdown in regulation playoff history. The Saints' defense, ranked 3rd that season, became a cautionary tale of what one wrong angle, one mistimed decision can cost on the biggest stage. Number 6, Super Bowl 43, Santonio Holmes toe tap, Steelers vs. Cardinals, 2009. How much space does a Super Bowl need to be decided? Sometimes, just 2 toes. With 35 seconds left, the Pittsburgh Steelers were trailing the Arizona Cardinals 23-20. On 2nd and goal from the 6-yard line, Ben Roethlisberger rolled right and threw a dart to the back right corner of the end zone. Santonio Holmes leaped, extended, and somehow managed to drag both toes inbounds before falling out. It was art under pressure. Holmes finished the night with 9 receptions, 131 yards, and the game-winning touchdown that delivered the Steelers their record 6th Lombardi trophy. But this play didn't just win a championship, it changed the psychology of fourth quarters. It proved that legends aren't made from perfect seasons, but from inches seized when the entire world collapses around you. Number 5. The Music City Miracle, 1999. AFC wildcard, Titans vs. Bills. Is it legal? Is it fate? Or is it the perfect illusion disguised as strategy? With 16 seconds remaining, the Tennessee Titans were down 16-15. The Bills had just taken the lead with a field goal. On the ensuing kickoff, fullback Lorenzo Neal fielded the ball and handed it to Frank Wycheck, who then threw a lateral, questionably backwards, to Kevin Dyson. Dyson caught it in stride and streaked 75 yards untouched down the sideline. The crowd exploded, but controversy roared louder. Millions debated whether Wycheck's pass was forward. The NFL reviewed it for minutes before confirming the play was legal. The Titans advanced, and the Bills never recovered. Buffalo's playoff curse began here, a ghost that haunted them for 2 decades. That play wasn't just a miracle, it was the beginning of an exorcism. Number 4. Tim Tebow's overtime strike, 2011 AFC wildcard, Broncos vs. Steelers. When the world doubts you, how do you respond? If you're Tim Tebow, with biblical vengeance. The Denver Broncos were written off. Tebow's throwing motion was criticized. His stats are ridiculed, but on January 8th, 2012, with the game tied in overtime, the first play from scrimmage changed everything. Tebow launched a missile downfield to Demaryius Thomas, who broke a tackle and ran the remaining 60 yards. It was an 80-yard walk-off touchdown, one of the shortest OT finishes in NFL history. The Steelers' defense, ranked number 1 that season, crumbled in one snap, the nation speechless. The Broncos resurrected. Though Tebow's NFL journey didn't last long, this play remains proof. When you're written off, all it takes is 1 second to rewrite your entire story. Number 3. David Tyree's helmet catch, Super Bowl 42, Giants vs. Patriots, 2008. What if the greatest dynasty of all time was undone by a man who never caught another NFL pass again? The Patriots were 18-0, 1 win away from immortality. With 1:15 left on the clock, the Giants faced 3rd and 5 from their 44-yard line. Eli Manning escaped what looked like a certain sack, stepped up, and hurled it toward David Tyree, a backup wide receiver. Tyree jumped, trapped the ball against his helmet as he was falling, and somehow held on while being dragged down. That catch, against Patriots safety Rodney Harrison, kept the drive alive. Moments later, Plaxico Burress caught the winning touchdown. New England's perfect season gone. David Tyree never caught another pass in the NFL, but that one, it was enough to destroy perfection. Number 2. The Immaculate Reception, 1972 AFC Divisional, Steelers vs. Raiders. When history is blurry, legend fills in the gaps. It was 4th and 10 with 22 seconds remaining. Terry Bradshaw fired a pass over the middle toward John Frenchie Fuqua. The ball bounced off either Fuqua or Raiders safety Jack Tatum. It's still debated, and somehow landed in the hands of Franco Harris, who scooped it inches from the turf and ran it in for the touchdown. The officials huddled in confusion. Did it hit 2 offensive players? Was it even legal? There were no instant replays back then, and chaos broke out. Eventually, the touchdown stood. That play resurrected the Steelers franchise and ignited one of the most heated rivalries in NFL history. To this day, no one truly knows what happened, but the lesson remains. The NFL doesn't need clarity. It thrives on chaos. Number 1. Malcolm Butler's goal line interception, Super Bowl 49, Patriots vs. Seahawks, 2015, 1 yard, 1 decision, 1 mistake that turned a dynasty into a tragedy. With 26 seconds left, the Seahawks were on the Patriots' 1-yard line, down 28-24. The entire stadium expected beast mode, Marshawn Lynch, to take the handoff, but instead, Seattle opted to pass. Russell Wilson dropped back, fired over the middle, and rookie Malcolm Butler jumped the route. Interception. Game over. The Patriots were champions. The Seahawks stunned. The locker room never recovered. That call didn't just cost them a Super Bowl, it fractured trust, derailed momentum, and still echoes as the most debated play in modern NFL history. 1 yard, 1 ring, 1 decision that cost everything. These weren't just touchdowns, they were turning points, the kind that shattered game plans, silenced stadiums, and carved scars into NFL history. They proved one brutal truth. You can lead for 59 minutes and still lose everything in 1 second. And while some walked off as legends, others never recovered. That's the danger of greatness. It demands perfection when pressure is at its peak. These final moments weren't just endings. In the NFL, the final second doesn't ask who deserves it. It decides who can take it. And if you think these were the craziest moments the NFL has to offer, just wait. There are stories buried beneath the surface. Fumbles that ended careers, blunders that rewrote legacies, moments so wild they're still debated to this day. This is just the beginning. The deeper we dig, the darker it gets. And trust me, you won't want to miss what's coming next. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications because we're just getting started.